Welcome to the Masterclass. So excited for this today. This is all about how to become a nurse to CEO. So I'm going to teach you really how to step into owning your business and stepping into your leadership. So I'm really excited for this. Go ahead and drop a comment below or type in the chat if you're on Zoom. We'd love to hear what kind of nursing you do and also where you live. So this will be super fun. And we have people jumping on and joining right now. So this is perfect. So if you don't know me, I'm going to start out by telling you a little bit about my background, and then I will dive into the content. Make sure you stick around for the end. I will be doing a giveaway, giving away $3,000 in cash prizes for live attendees. So really excited for that. So if you don't know me, I have been in online business now for 10 years, and I started my own business about 5 years ago. So I was working as a nurse in the ICU. I was there for about 8 years. And I really wanted more freedom, more fulfillment. I was tired of working nights, holidays, weekends, being away from my family. I really wanted to be home with them. And I also wanted to help my family financially from home. And so that's when I started seeing people doing online coaching on social media. And I thought, what is this? Is this real? Is this legit? And then I started thinking, if they can do it, why not me? So I joined a health and wellness company back in May of 2015. And I started to grow that. I had a lot of success. I was a highly ranked leader within that company, helped hundreds of people get healthy, and taught dozens of people how to start their businesses within that company. And so from there, I just discovered that I really wanted to have something of my own. I didn't want to build someone else's dream. I wanted to build my own business with my own program, be able to work with people on a deeper level, charge my own prices. So I started my own business at the end of January 2020. And that's where it turned into our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy. So we've had this now for the last 5 years. We've helped over 330 nurses start and grow their online coaching businesses for more freedom. Not all of our clients are nurses. You don't have to be a nurse to be in our academy. I've had multiple clients who are not nurses. So we specialize in business startup and growth with strategies and structure on how to implement, how to create your program, how to get clients, how to market, and how to sell. So these are our specialties. I'm really excited to share with you today how to step into your CEO role with your coaching business. This is what it's about, right? Freedom, independence, autonomy. And that's where it all begins. And so, I wish I would have started sooner though. I kept kicking myself. I could kick myself every day for not starting sooner. I was so scared to start, but actually what happened is my dad passed away in September 2019. And that is what really opened my eyes to how short life really is. And I knew I would regret for the rest of my life if I never started my own business. So I finally hired a mentor to help me because I didn't know how to transition from network marketing to having my own business. And then I started at the end of January 2020, and it's just been incredible ever since. In that very first month of my own business, I earned $15,000 in sales gross income. And then it's just grown. So we went from zero to over $3.5 million in the last 5 years. So it's just incredible to see the growth and the reach that we have as nurses in the online space. Like, this is really where it's at and why I love it. We've hit some major milestones inside of the company as well. If you didn't hear, we were ranked number 26 in the Rocky Mountain Regionals for 105% business growth from 2021 to 2023. So in order to qualify for that, you have to earn at least 100,000 in 2021 and over $1 million in 2023, which is what we accomplished. And so we have this awesome award, and we're just so proud of this. We worked really hard for that, and we love what we do, serving women, helping them step into the best version of themselves, becoming CEOs of their own coaching businesses for more freedom and independence. I've also featured in this magazine. So Goss Magazine reached out and asked me to if they could feature me in this. That was 2 years ago. And then this one recently, they asked if I could write an article. So that was really awesome. So grateful and privileged for that opportunity to be able to do that. So lots of really amazing milestones. I absolutely love what I do. We have the best clients in the world. I get to work with the most amazing women on a daily basis, and it just lights me up, and I'm so grateful. So I'm really excited to teach you how to have this level of success in your own coaching business, how to be able to step into more freedom, more fulfillment, more purpose in the work that you do with your online coaching business. So make sure you stick around. I am giving away that $3,000 giveaway and fast acting bonuses at the end. So if you are an incredible coach, your clients are getting results, they love working with you, you're amazing, you know what you're talking about, you know you're meant for a big impact, but when it comes to the business side of things, you feel a bit lost and a little bit stuck. Let me know in the comments or the chat if that's you. No shame. Like that's, I would say 95% of the clients we work with, that's where they're at. They're amazing coaches. A lot of them have signed clients or worked with practice clients, but they really are lost when it comes to the business side of things, how to sell, how to market, how to get clients, and how to lead themselves like a CEO. So really excited to share how we can transfer our leadership skills in nursing into your business. So, let's say you've invested in your skills, you've signed clients, but you're just ready for more structure, more strategy, more impact, and way more growth. That's what I'm going to teach you today. Really stepping into your CEO energy with self-leadership, strategic execution, high-level decision-making, and also how to raise your prices so that you can work less hours. So I'm going to teach you all of that today. Really excited for this. Drop an emoji below if you're excited to learn all of this, because I am stoked to share it with you. And this, I love doing master classes. I love serving. I love teaching. And so thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here today. I know that you're all super busy. I know that you're all probably working full time, and I really appreciate the time that you're taking to be here. So thank you. Really going to excited to teach you today how to lead yourself like a CEO, how to think, plan, execute strategically, how to raise your prices, stop overworking, and start dominating. So I told you about how we went from 0 to 3.5 million in the last 5 years, and we've helped over 300 clients start and grow their coaching businesses with all of these, same tools with self-leadership, discipline, structure, strategy to execute. One thing a lot of people tell me is that I'm really known for is my drive and my discipline. So I'm excited to teach you how to have drive and discipline in your business as well. So let me know if you are excited for this in the comments, in the chat below. Really excited to dive in. Okay, cool. So those of you jumping on, if you're not familiar with what coaching is, you can do any type of coaching you want. Our clients do anything from mindset coaching, health coaching, life coaching, business coaching, career coaching, helping other nurses overcome burnout. There are so many different things you can do. Student nurse coaching, and this is what we specialize in. If you're not exactly sure what your niche is, who you're going to coach, what you're going to coach, that's our specialty in helping you figure all of that out. So you don't have to know 100% exactly what you're going to do. Even for me, when I first started coaching, I had no idea that it would turn into this. I had no idea that I was going to be helping so many nurses, right, step into their own businesses. But that's what it just morphed into over time. So just know that you don't have to have it perfect, and we will help you with everything that you need. So when you're a coach, you're really just a cheerleader. You're a support. You're helping someone get to their goals, accomplish their vision. You only have to be one step ahead of the next person. So that means you don't need any specialized degrees to be an online coach. It's also unregulated. So certifications are not actually needed for coaching for the most part. You also don't have to be licensed or trained as a nurse. This is not nurse training. This is coach training. So we're teaching you how to become a coach, how to be a CEO of your business. And they also have said that by 2032, the online education space is projected to hit 1 trillion globally. So it is expanding massively. And if you haven't started or you're not taking full advantage of this opportunity, you are missing out because it's huge. Everybody is online now. So this is so incredible how we have a reach to be able to help so many more people than we ever could as a nurse or at the bedside. So really excited to dive in. Also, if you are trying to create a strategy plan by yourself, you will only get so far. I know because I tried. It won't take long before you realize that you can go so much farther, so much faster by hiring someone who has done what you want to do and knows how to help you. We've had dozens and dozens of our clients tell us, you guys have shaved off months and years of my time, helping me know exactly what to work on, having it all laid out and structured for me so that I don't have to flounder around and try to figure it out on my own. So that's really the beauty and the benefit of hiring a mentor who's been there, done that, made mistakes so that you don't have to make them, and will teach you the proper and the safe way to build things the right way, save you literally hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars. For me, I have invested over 200,000 in my business education. I worked with several mentors who are earning over $1 million per month in their online coaching businesses. So this is why I'm always working with coaches, mentors, so that I can continue learning and I can continue teaching everything that I'm learning to our students, right? As nurses, we are lifelong learners. This is what it's about. And this is what I love is the learning that takes place, the growth as an entrepreneur. We're always learning and growing. And that's my favorite part. It's the best. It's incredible. So I've also worked with very well-known coaching leaders in the coaching industry who are very famous and well-known for their work. So with the right support, you can accomplish things you can only dream of right now. So let's go ahead and dive into the content. I'd love for you to drop a number one if you'd love to learn how to lead yourself like a CEO. You would love to learn how to step into your CEO role and improve with that. Drop a number one. The number one skill that determines long-term success is how you lead yourself. So if we take a look back at all the coaches I've worked with, there have been about 8 different ones that I've worked with over the last about 8 years. And there was only 1 out of 8 of those that actually gave me like a to-do list and a checklist of like what to work on. And this is something that we do in our academy, right? Like we have checklists, we have trackers so that our students know exactly what to work on all the time. But I just want you to know that it's important that you are disciplined with your business. You have to always bring it back to your why, reminding yourself of why you started, why this is so important. And you also need to learn how to take radical responsibility and ownership for your business and your life. Right? It's not up to our coaches to always make us feel excited or tell us what to do constantly. And so discipline is really the bridge between vision and results. When you remember your why and take radical ownership, success becomes inevitable. So let's talk about it, right? So you are all probably working as nurses, or most of you, full-time. Let's take a look at how you're showing up for your boss right now, right? You're always on time. You're giving your all. You're giving your extra. But are you doing the same in your business, right? So it's important for us to show up in our businesses the same way that we show up for our boss, for our employer, right? So many nurses bend over backwards for their job, doing their absolute best, providing excellent patient care, being the best employee ever. But when it comes to showing up for their business, many struggle because they put everyone else's needs before their own. Can you relate, right? Like as nurses, we want to help everyone else but ourselves. We want to make sure that everyone else is taken care of but us. But when you have your own business, you've got to make sure that you put yourself first a lot of the time. Make sure that you are prioritizing your needs, your responsibilities. And so if you really want your business to grow, you have to give yourself that same level of care, commitment, and follow through that you give to your employer. You wouldn't miss a shift or show up late to work. So, don't ghost on your business. You advocate fiercely for your patients. Now advocate for your future, so don't let any dreams sit unfinished in your business either, the same way that you never leave tasks unfinished at work, right? So you're not selfish for putting your goals first. You are strategic, you're deserving, you're a leader. So it's time to step into being a CEO. When we treat our business like a hobby, that's how it pays us. When we treat our business like a business, that's how it will pay us. So keep your promises that you make to yourself and, just make sure that you have that same level of discipline you have in your work with your business. This is what will make you an extraordinary CEO. So let's go into number 2. So drop a number 2 if you'd love to learn how to think, plan, and execute strategically with habits that move the needle forward. So drop a number 2 if you'd love to learn, like, what should I be working on every day? What is like the best thing for me to focus on because my time is so limited? And this is normal. All of our students in the academy are working full time. They're in school. They have families. They're very busy. So it is important to make sure that you have a mentor who can teach you like what's the most important thing to focus on and how to prioritize your time because it is limited, right? So schedule your tasks, your deadlines like a non-negotiable appointment that you cannot miss. This is my number 1 piece of advice. Make sure that you're putting in the things that you need to get done into your calendar and you're staying on top of them. This is what I do every day. I use a Google Calendar religiously, and it has all of my to-dos for the day. What I do when I sit down to work is I figure out, okay, what are the most important things that I need to get done first? And getting those done first before I go and start replying to, everyone else's needs, because our business is the number one most important thing that we can do. We need to get our work done first and then go help other people, right? So it's very different from nursing, right? In nursing, it's like, go help all the other people. And then if we have time, maybe we'll finally eat something. It's not like that when you have your own business. You got to prioritize your business tasks first, and then respond to everyone else after that. So it's also really great to block time on your calendar for your top tasks. You know, in nursing, they say if it's not charted, it wasn't done. So it's the same thing with business. Like, you need to make sure that you're putting down like the specific tasks that you want to accomplish, your specific goals, write those out. I've started writing out my goals every single morning, and it is life-changing. It is incredible. It is so awesome. So also something that really helps a lot is to assign specific time slots for each task. Like, for example, writing in go live on a certain day at a certain time, post in my stories, invite to a discovery call, things like that. Open up your availability to take discovery sales calls. Have like a calendar like Calendly, or Acuity Scheduling, so that, or even Practice Better has calendar software where you can schedule in your availability for sales calls. So that way, each week when you update that, you've already have time blocked out and spaced out to be able to take calls and invite people into your coaching. So for example, instead of writing on your calendar, work on business at a certain time, write something specific with micro steps. So type in, schedule posts for the week, message the people watching my stories, send friend requests, use the business activity tracker, and so on. Go ahead and drop the word tracker below if you'd love a copy of our business activity tracker. So this is a freebie that we created. We actually have a more advanced one with more details in it for our paying clients inside of the Academy. But if you'd love to have a copy of our freebie, go ahead and drop the word tracker, and we'll be happy to send that to you in a DM. So make sure if you are on Zoom that we know your first and last name. So if it says like iPhone, we don't know what your name is, so we can't send you a private message. So just if you write the word tracker, if you could write your first and last name, that would be awesome. Okay, perfect. Number 3, drop it number 3 if you would love to learn how to prioritize income generating activities to create real momentum. So if you'd love to learn how to prioritize income generating activities, what should I work on in order to grow my revenue, my income? It's really important to remember that your desire must be greater than your distractions. And this is something that I work on all the time because it is so easy to be distracted by social media. Am I right? It's so easy to get caught up in the feed and get caught scrolling like out of the blue. Oh, wow, I didn't mean to like sit and look at that and read those posts for 20 minutes. And now where did that 20 minutes go? So this is where it's really important to stay focused on the task at hand and make sure that our desire is greater than our distractions, because it's very easy to get pulled into distractions all the time. Discipline starts with knowing what matters most. So having clarity on, your top 3 priorities each week. So if you can sit down at the beginning of each week and write down your top 3 priorities, this will be so helpful for you to keep in mind and be able to focus on what's most important to work on first. What are the most important outcomes you need to achieve this week to feel successful? So whatever that would be for you, if you're learning how to post on social media for the first time, maybe one of your main goals is to post on social media. If you are really wanting more clients, maybe your main goal is to set up as many discovery calls as you can. So whatever would make you feel successful that week. So really keeping your eye on your goal, your vision, breaking those priorities down into smaller, more actionable tasks. So let's talk about IGAs. Let me know if you know what IGA means. So IGA is an income generating activity. If you don't focus on income generating activities, you can get caught up and waste a lot of time in Canva designing really pretty designs and graphics, right? We've all been there. I can promise you we've all been there. So it's really important to focus on IGAs, income generating activities. So what are these? So you're going to want to make sure that you are creating social media posts with bold calls to action to join your coaching. And not just marketing, but it's also important that you're inviting to sales calls, to jump on a call to talk about what it would look like to work with you, with people on a regular basis. So we can't rely on our marketing to do all of the work for us. We also need to be building relationships and inviting people to get on a conversation with us so that we can connect with them, so we can learn about their goals and invite them to work with us. A lot of times there will be people who will watch and watch and watch all of your social media posts and think, oh, this person is amazing. She's so great. I love her. But they'll never ask you. They'll never reach out to you and say, hey, what would it look like to work with you? How could you help me? A lot of times, I would say 90% of the time, people are not going to just reach out on their own. So this is why it's important that we're building relationships behind the scenes. We're engaging with their content. We're having private conversations with them. We're getting onto Zoom calls with them to learn more about their goals and to see how we can help them and if it would be a good fit. And that's going to be really important. Deadlines create urgency. So make sure you're creating deadlines for yourself. This is something that we work on inside of our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy. We have live chat threads. We have live calls every week. We have accountability partners. So we're constantly and consistently telling each other what our goals are for this week, what our deadline is, and what we're working towards. So if you're not in a community that lifts you up and supports you, and you're surrounded by like-minded people who are working on the same type of goals as you, then my advice is to get in one. Get in the rooms. It will change your life. If you do not get in the rooms and if you do not invest to be inside of these rooms, like your ability to grow is going to be stifled tremendously. You are not going to have the growth, the support that you need to be really successful and to make your visions and your goals come to life. So make sure that you're also using like language that reinforces your commitment. I will complete this by this date because of this reason. So why is it important to you? So make sure that you're sharing that with people as well. So number 4, drop a number 4 if you'd love to learn how to raise your prices and stop overworking. Drop a number 4 if you want to learn how to raise your prices and stop overworking so you can start dominating. 100% of the clients who come to me are charging far too little and offering pay per session. You will never build a lasting, sustainable, solid business if you undercharge and allow people to pay per session. When your business continues to grow, you will have business expenses, tech, software, contractors, employees, accounting fees, and a lot of taxes. You simply cannot survive. Your business will not survive if you're doing pay per session and if you are undercharging. This is why it is so important for you to step into your power and charge your pricing according to the CEO leader that you are in your coaching business. And this is something that we specialize in inside of our academy, helping our students make sure that they are priced appropriately and continue to raise prices over time. If you don't charge enough, then you're going to have a hard time growing your business and being successful. There's also some people who hire too much and they don't actually make money in their business. So it's important to be mindful of your profit margins. And this is something that we talk to our students about. We teach you how to do things also by yourself so that you can save hundreds, thousands of dollars on marketing agencies, paid ads, and unnecessary expenses. There's so many things out there. There's so many shiny objects out there. There's so many people that are going to email you, message you about all these shiny objects that you don't actually need. So that's our specialty inside of our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy, is teaching you what exactly you need and don't need and how to do most of it on your own to literally save you hundreds of thousands of dollars. You don't need to do paid ads. You don't need to hire a marketing agency. You don't need to do a whole bunch of things. There's so many things that we teach you how to do on your own to save you money. So we also sometimes have people tell us, well, I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it in coaching for the money, so I don't need to charge very much. But honestly, like if you're saying you're not in it for the money, you either need to do a significant amount of money mindset work or if you're truly in wealth overflow, like you have so much money coming out of your ears, like it doesn't matter how much money you make, like you should still be compensated fairly for your time, your knowledge, and your expertise. Can I get an amen on a Tuesday, right? Like so important to make sure that you're adequately getting compensated for your knowledge and your expertise and your time. When you raise your prices, you attract more committed clients. You show people what your transformation is worth. You protect your energy so that you can serve powerfully without burning out, right? You're not charging for your worth. You're charging so you can keep showing up at your highest level. You didn't leave the bedside just to run yourself into the ground again, right? We don't want you to get burned out in your business the same way that you're probably already burned out in nursing. Can I get an amen? So you're not doing anyone a favor by keeping your prices low out of guilt. So that's I'll get off my soapbox now, but really the only way to know how to raise prices properly is to hire a mentor who understands you where you're at and has helped hundreds of others do the same, right? I've helped hundreds of people price their programs and grow their businesses. A lot of times coaches think they're overworking, but they're actually just allowing themselves to be overly distracted. The more disciplined you are, the more you make your tasks a priority over answering other people's requests and scrolling social media, the more successful you will be. So the more disciplined you are about distractions and avoiding those, the more successful you will be. So, if you ever catch yourself scrolling social media, put the phone down. Like that's what I have to do when I catch myself. I'm like, oh, nope, putting that down. I don't need to be doing that right now. So that is what I wanted to cover today. And if you already know that you would love to be a part of our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy, we are accepting calls right now and they fill up very fast. So make sure that you click this link to book a call. And that is where you're going to be able to chat with me. And I'd love to hear more about your goals. I would love to share with you what the program looks like, how we can help you with your specific needs and whatever it is that you're looking for help with. And so that's what I wanted to cover today. Let me know if that was helpful for you in the comments or the chat below. We covered how to lead yourself like a CEO. So really stepping into that self-leadership, how to think, plan, and execute strategically, how to prioritize income generating activities, IGAs, and also how to raise your prices. So we work at detail and at length with specific numbers with our students in our academy. So if you're not sure exactly like what those numbers would be, then it's really important to make sure that you hire a mentor who can help you with that. So I'm going to dive in and tell you a little bit more about our academy, and then we'll do the giveaway. So really excited for this. So if you're ready to break free from sick care and build a coaching business that lights you up, let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you are just ready to have a business that lights you up, that gives you so much joy, so much fulfillment, so much purpose, really stepping into your calling and helping people transform on a deeper level than we ever could at the bedside. So whether you're just getting started or you already have a coaching business and you crave more strategy, support, and serious momentum, this is your invitation. Our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy is the premier high-touch business mentorship for nurses and women ready to create more freedom and fulfillment, doing work that actually feels aligned. So this isn't a course you do alone. This isn't self-paced. This is high-touch, personalized experience. I can tell you right now, you will have a higher touch experience with more personalized support in our academy than any other program out there. Period. This is one-on-one personalized coaching in a small group setting. So you are in a small cohort with 5 women or less. You get direct step-by-step strategy to grow fast. We have multiple live calls per week on Zoom. You will have homework, templates, scripts, real-time feedback. We have a live chat thread where you can ask me questions at any time. You get to collaborate with your cohort and the other women in the academy. We also have amazing success coaches in there as well who are helping me and helping you. You'll walk away with a crystal clear coaching niche, irresistible offer, your signature program built, ready to sell, all of the legal foundation set up the right way with a specialized attorney. Let me tell you that probably 95% of attorneys don't understand how coaching impacts a nursing license or how to do it safely, how to market yourself online safely as someone holding a professional license who is also doing a coaching business. So make sure that you have a specialized attorney who understands coaching and also your license to make sure that you're safe and protected. And this is what we have inside of our academy. We have partnered with one of the best attorneys in the country when it comes to helping licensed professionals grow safely. She's been in business now over 10 years, has helped thousands of licensed professionals practice coaching safely. So we'll also teach you sales skills that feel natural and aligned. Selling is serving. It truly is. So when you can step into that mentality, everything will shift for you. Tools to confidently coach clients to real transformation. So we also teach you coaching skills and strategies. You also get a clear plan to grow your brand, attract clients, and scale. So how to grow and continue to turn it into group coaching, how to hire a team, and also the support you need to stay consistent. So this is the exact system that allowed me to leave nursing 8 years ago. I hit 200,000 in gross income in my first year, and it's just gone up from there. We've helped many clients earn over 5,000 a month in gross income, and we've helped multiple go from 0 to 6 figures in their very first year in as little as 7 to 8 months. So results are not guaranteed again, but the strategy, the tools, and the support are 100% proven. We understand how to help you get results. We've worked with hundreds of clients just like you that are exactly like you. So you don't need a big following. You don't need a background in marketing. You don't even have to be a nurse. Again, this is business coaching. Most of our clients are busy working full-time in school, raising families. And so they're still building their successful businesses with our proven system and support. Spots are extremely limited. We cap each cohort with 5 women to keep the support high and personalized. So if you know that you're interested, click that link, book a call. Time slots will fill up really fast this week, and our bonus ends on Friday. So if you're feeling a pull, don't wait. Click the link, book a free call. We'll map out your goals. We'll see where you're stuck, and we'll also figure out if the academy is the right fit for you. No pressure, just clarity. So this is your sign. Let's get you building the life and the business that you actually want. So go ahead and click that link, and I really look forward to connecting with you. So let's go ahead and do a giveaway. So go ahead and type your first and last name if you would love to do the giveaway and be involved in that. So, and I'm going to put your names on these little papers and into a cup. So go ahead and drop your first and last name if you would love to be in the giveaway. How this works is I will be giving 6 winners $500 credit to apply towards the academy. And this expires on Friday. So make sure that you type in the comments or the chat box if you're on Zoom, your first and last name. Okay, awesome. So we have Sonia. Hello, Sonia. Sonia, are we connected on LinkedIn or Facebook? My pen's not working. There we go. We have Sonia and Jenna. Okay, awesome. We have Stacy. We have Linda. Linda just joined our academy last week. Congratulations, Linda. We have Sarah and Shell. Hello, Shell. Great to see you. We have Trisha. Hello, Trisha. Great to see you. Let's see. We have 2 Stacys. We have Stacy D and Stacy M. So good to have you here. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, perfect. Anyone else? Anyone else that would love to be in the giveaway? Let me just double check the chat on Facebook. Okay, we're good. And Nicole is ready to step into her calling. I love that, Nicole. So excited for you. Thank you for watching on Facebook. So excited to have you here. And Nicole, let me put you down for the giveaway also. Okay, perfect. So let me go ahead and put these in the cup and we will pull out our winners. Okay, so our winners, we have Stacy M. Congratulations, Stacy M. You are our first winner. The next one is the other Stacy, Stacy D. Congratulations, ladies. The next one we have is Sarah. Congratulations, Sarah. So happy for you. So those are our first 3. And our next 3 are Trisha. Congratulations, Trisha. So awesome to see everything you're doing on social media with your business. We have Sonia. Sonia is the next winner. And then Nicole. Congratulations, Nicole. So happy for all of you. So you have $500 credit to apply towards the academy, and that expires on Friday. So just make sure that you click the link, book a call so that you can use that credit before the end of the week because it goes away on Friday. Also, announcing a fast acting bonus. So we are also happy to offer you $400 off if you pay in full by Friday. So it ends on Friday. I also want to just let everyone know that there are flexible payment plans and funding available with low affordable monthly payments. So we've got you. We got you. We are happy to be flexible with helping you get started because I know that being a part of our academy will change your life and that you will love it. I can 100% guarantee that you will love it and it will change your life. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about who we choose to work with, and then I'll show you a diagram of everything we cover in the academy. And please type any questions you might have. I'd love to help you answer those as well. So in our Elite Nurse to Coach Academy, we work with nurses who are all in, ready and willing to do whatever it takes to have more freedom and more fulfillment. They're not in it for a few months and quit. They're not wishy-washy. They're not, they don't have to think about it. Now's the time. They're like, yes, let's go. Let's do this. They're all freaking in no matter what, to join us and to be with us and to grow their businesses, to show their children what is possible and to step into their calling. I know that God has placed this calling and certain talents and gifts in our lives to be able to share that, to share all of those gifts with other people. And that's how it felt for me when I first started. It was so scary for me to start, and I felt so uncomfortable because I knew that I needed to start, but I was so scared too. And once I finally started, it was like all this weight was just lifted off my shoulders. And I was finally stepping into this calling that God had given me. And I'm a Christian, and I'm a strong believer that God has given us specific talents and gifts and callings to share with the world. And so if you feel that pull too, then I want you to just remember to go for it, because God's got you. He's got your back. He's going to lift you up and strengthen you. I can't even begin to tell you how zero of this would be even have been possible without his help. So when we can lean into him for strength, and when we can pray and just lean in for support, it's incredible what can happen and what's possible. So the type of nurses that we choose to work with have high integrity. They keep their commitments to themselves, to others. They are respectful, they're kind, and they're coachable. These are the type of women that we choose to work with. This is high-level elite coaching. This is not your grandma's coaching. This is not a program run by a coach who is brand new to coaching. Our elite team of experts has over 70 combined years of experience in marketing, social media attraction, high-ticket sales, lead generation, tech, branding, funnels, coaching, leadership, everything. So not only are you learning from me, but you also get to learn from our sales strategists. You get to learn from our mindset coach, from our graphic designer, who also will help you with tech, funnels, branding, logos, websites. We also bring in guest experts all the time. So we had an attorney come speak to us a few weeks ago. We are having a YouTube SEO specialist come in a couple of weeks. So we are always bringing in experts in the industry to teach you, and so that you can learn from them. So it's not just me. You get to learn from multiple people, but I'm with you every step of the way. I'll be talking to you one-on-one on these small group calls. So I'm very, very involved. Unlike a lot of other programs where the CEO kind of disappears and you're talking to other people, that's not this program. This program, I'm talking to you on a regular basis. I know you. I know your family. I know what's going on in your life. And we're talking one-on-one. I'm very involved in your business and giving you customized feedback on everything you're creating, your social media, your content, your program. We're having one-on-one conversations on a regular basis in the small group setting. So the nurses that we work with don't just kind of sort of want it. They are bound and determined to make it happen. They're willing to make investments and commitments based on where they want to be, not where they currently are. They don't let fear stop them from making big moves. We work with women who are dedicated to mentorship and education and are decisive. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and give you a glimpse at all the things that we cover. Because if you're like me, you're probably a visual learner. So, Malie, thank you, Malie. I appreciate you. Malie is my assistant. She's amazing. Okay, cool. So I'm going to click share and we will open this up. Okay, here's 3 phases to grow your coaching business for more freedom. Oops. Okay, so we help you with the business startup. So your vision, legalities, and course creation. Even if you already have your business set up, most of the time, a lot of times nurses have had it set up incorrectly. So it's going to be important to make sure that it is set up correctly, that you're marketing properly and safely to protect your nursing license. And then I would be happy to take a look at your course and help you tweak it, improve it, make it another course, so be able to step into all of that. So here's a couple of examples that I can show you. Okay, cool. So here's Helen and Lacey. So Helen came to us wanting to transition from an MLM health coaching to having her own coaching business. She replaced her nurse case manager income in 2 months of starting our academy with her own business and gross $100,000 in her first year. So that was insane and amazing. So I will say that all these results are not necessarily typical for every single person who joins the academy, but they are possible. Lacey was a PIC nurse. She came to us with no business background, wanting to learn how to start and how to use social media. She grossed 6,400 in 1 week of launching and 111,000 in 7 months. She is a rock star. Okay, so the next part is the marketing. So we'll teach you how to use social media, how to grow there, how to improve it if you already are, how to work on your content, how to improve your messaging, and also to help you narrow your niche. Make sure you know exactly who your ideal client is. So here's a couple of examples of marketing success. Corey came to us. Well, she came to me. She was a one-on-one client with me about 4 years ago. She had taken 2 years off due to cancer treatments. But when she came back to me, she was able to triple her coaching income in 1 year, and she grew her business to $10,000 months gross. She's been working full-time in her coaching business now for the last 3 years. She's also one of the success coaches in our academy, so you get to learn from her as well. And she checks in on you regularly and helps hold you accountable. She's amazing. Carla came to us wanting to start a coaching business. She had 0 social media accounts. She sent me an email out of the blue. And now she has viral videos on YouTube and social media. She went from 0 to over $8,000 months gross. She's killing it. She teaches, she's a coach for student nurses and doing awesome. So the last part is finding clients. So we teach you how to find clients, how to lead discovery calls, how to launch, and how to scale your business to higher levels. Here are some examples of this. So Terry had completed a nurse coach program. It did not teach her how to set up her business, how to use social media, or how to get paying clients, which that is typical in a nurse coach program. Those programs will teach you how to sit for the board exam, and they will require a lot of practice hours, but they don't actually teach you the social media side of things, business setup, how to get clients, and so forth. So now Terry has her business all set up. She's doing amazing with social media, and she's signing multiple $5,000 clients. Christy worked with another coach for an entire year. She had 0 paying clients. She came to us wanting to launch, replace her income, and quit her job. She launched in her very first month of joining the academy. She made $5,766 in her first month. She went from 0 to 148,000 in 8 months. She's doing incredible. She's doing career coaching. So when you put it all together, this is what it looks like. So putting all those together gives you clarity, confidence, cash, and freedom. So I hope that that's helpful for you to see a little diagram of everything that we cover in the academy. And again, if you haven't yet, make sure that you click the link to book a call with me. I'd love to chat with you more about your goals and what you would love to accomplish. So the last thing that I want to share with you about is who we choose to work with. So we are very selective in who we choose to work with. Most people don't even make it past the application process. We choose to work with clients who have high integrity, who keep their word and don't change their mind. And after 10 years in online business, I've learned that our most successful clients have these things in common. They don't have to be convinced to join. They told their partner rather than asking for permission. They make decisions quickly. They say yes on the discovery call without having to think about it, even though they're nervous. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to be nervous and scared. That's always how I feel when I hire mentors. It's like, it's scary, but it's also super exciting at the same time. So lean into that and like turn it into excitement and feel it and use it to propel you and to activate you into momentum, right? The women we choose to work with have belief and confidence in themselves. They feel peace and trust with the investment. They're all in with their commitment. They have faith, they have faith and trust that everything's going to work out. They're willing to invest financially in their coaching business, understanding it would require an investment just like nursing school. So it is important to understand that if you're wanting to have a business that is very successful, sustainable, and profitable, that replaces your nursing income, you're going to be, investing in a good amount. Like take a look at how much you invested for nursing school, right? And I also want to remind you that most of us got loans for nursing school. I know I did. And so it's absolutely okay to take out a loan for your business education. There's nothing wrong with that. We have lots of options for you as well. So the type of women we work with ask questions, they stay positive, they have patience, they implement, they're self-led, they take responsibility. So if you truly want to be as successful as possible in your business, just ask yourself, am I doing all of these things? So that's the last thing that I want to share with you today. I just want to thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate your time. I know you're all super busy. Happy Nurses Week, by the way, last week. I hope that you had an amazing Mother's Day also. I really appreciate you being here. I'm so excited for your future. You have so many talents and gifts to share with the world. So don't cut yourself short, step into your greatness, step into that next level version of yourself. Believe and trust and know that it's so possible for you. And I'm here cheering for you every step of the way. I would be so honored and privileged to help you grow your business inside of our academy with our incredible team, with incredible support along the way, and really just have so much joy and fun in the journey. So go ahead and comment the word academy, click the link. You can also come to my inbox. If you could send me a private message to those of you, especially who won the 500 credit, and just let us know in a private message that you won the credit. I will be messaging you after this call. So look out for private messages from me in Facebook or LinkedIn so that we can connect and I can hear more about your goals. I would love to learn, and I hope that you have the best day ever. I so appreciate you being here. I can't wait to connect with you, and it would be my honor to help you grow your business. So thank you so much for being here, and I hope you have an amazing day. Bye, Patricia. Bye, Shell. Bye, Rhonda. Bye, Karen. Bye, Evangeline. Bye, Sarah. Bye, Gina. Bye, Stacy. Bye, Sonia. And congratulations to our winners. So excited for all of you. Take care.